to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan's back.
7 yards, the pickup there. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To throw again on second down. Ryan looking deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 40 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Colts nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
At the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. His first carry of the game. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 46 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
6-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking down. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Patriots come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyler Davison. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Colts 7.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers finding Hilton on the slant. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Rivers to Hilton there, first down Indy.
First down, Indianapolis.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a toss play, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers will try and set up the screen to Hines. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now the extra point. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back after and go.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Play action. Ryan looking downfield for Joe. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A first down throw here for Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
42-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Hines. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, it's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
So the first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the interception here, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just got that play off. Now Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 18-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. All right, open, complete. You like this? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play.
And on first down, Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. But he's got his man Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left is Mack. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, 57 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get two more. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for two is successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
36, Colts 19. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. Take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Ryan on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Ryan. His throw at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Colts.
This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Should have been picked, probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 58 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Lining up for
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Rivers on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Grady Jarrett. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 57, Colts 25. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Colts on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
On down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 64, Colts 25. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This one off to Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
There's no saying what's up from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go right back to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Ryan's going to throw it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.